Have you ever dreamt of a big download button that would let you download millions of biodiversity images? If so, GBIFXDL is probably a tool meant for you. This tool is built on top of GBIF platform, which stands for Global Biodiversity Information Facility, and is a website that hosts millions of records documenting the occurrences of living organisms across the globe. What we can see here is a view of a species page on this website. Occurrences of a certain species are listed here, some being associated with images. Clicking on one of these images opens the occurrence webpage of this specific individual. And we can see that this individual has been associated with 2 images. What I would like to point here are the 2 links below these images. Because GBIF website is actually not hosting these images, but pulling them from other websites, such as observation.org or iNaturalists. So with that in mind, if we aim to design a tool that would download images from GBIF, we would need to expose those links. So let's try to sketch such a tool that we could call a GBIF scraper or a GBIF downloader. The first step is to get the so-called species idea, because GBIF doesn't work with the full name of a species, but rather with number, which are more stable over time. When we get this idea, we can obtain from GBIF a list of occurrences from which we would like to extract the image URL, and then we can use this URL to download the images. So we can generalize this entire process in a single block like this. As input, we have a list of taxon ID or species ID, and as output, we have our images stored in folders and a metadata file, which include all the relevant information associated with each image, such as the taxonomy of the specimen, the location and time of the image capture, the author name, or the image license, etc. And this design is actually a design of GBIFXDL, our tool. It follows it in 2 big steps. The first one, dialogue with GBIF website to get the lists of occurrences, given a list of taxon ID. And the second one is downloading the images and generating this metadata file. This second step actually hides a lot of computational heuristics. So the download is fast, reliable, and cheap in computational resources. We can group them into 3 workflows. The pre-processing workflow streams through the occurrence file in an efficient way to avoid overloading the computer memory. It extracts the occurrence metadata and deduplicate URL to avoid downloading copies of the same image. The data workflow is downloading the images. It's doing the core of the job. It's doing this in a parallel fashion with retry strategy, making this process both fast and reliable. This data workflow also contains 2 optional steps: a deep learning processor that can, for instance, sort out blurry or irrelevant picture, and an uploader for a SFTP server to upload downloaded images directly to storage facilities. And finally, the post-processing workflow removes download failures, such as corrupted images, and makes sure the downloaded images and the metadata file are aligned, meaning that one line in the metadata table should correspond to one downloaded file. And that's it. If you're interested in using GBIFXDL, it's free and open source on GitHub. This repository also contains a tutorial to help you download GBIF datasets. And of course, if you have any question or issue with GBIFXDL, please open an issue or send me an email. Thank you.